For you, Josh. Josh, obviously, another big win. You improved to 13-0 in the Anchorland Conference. And how about Caden Pierre? Early on, it seemed like Gibraltar did a good job really clogging that lane for Drew in the first half, but Caden Pierre was able to step up in a big way.
Yeah, it's great. We have a bunch of guys that can step up in a game, and Caden was the guy today. He came out and I think he hit 5 threes on the game. So helps to open and space the floor and allowed us to really attack the basket a lot more the second half because we were able to space it early.
And that certainly showed when you take a look at what Drew Dallas was able to do. He was able to get 22 of his 29 in the second half. How much did you want to be out there just to get across 2,900 and kind of get on to the next game? Was there a conversation all with that?
You know, we're trying to get this 3,000 thing out of the way. And he's due for another big game at some point here. We're just trying to get him around the 30 points, and if he goes over that, then it's great. If not, then we try to keep him out there to get to 30, so kind of keep him on pace so we can get this out of the way before playoffs start, so we don't have to worry about it then. But Drew came out slow, but he responded well in the second half.
Defensively, you could definitely tell when you would switch up defense and switch into more of a zone, because whenever you see the kind of lollipop passes, that's not a good sign for Gibraltar and advantageous for you guys, because just the length that you're able to have and the speed that you have, you're able to force a lot of turnovers once you're able to showcase that.
Yeah, and I think the second half was a better indicator of that than what the first half was. I thought the first half we were half a step slow on a lot of rotations, both in man and in zone. But I like the adjustments we made at halftime, and obviously it showed on the scoreboard in the second half with extending that lead out to 30 and taking care of it that way. We pride ourselves on being able to switch our defenses because it keeps everybody on their toes. It forces high school kids to make quick decisions, and sometimes that's not a good thing. So it's something we pride ourselves in.
Nice benefit that you've had. You've had a number of games that have been a little bit more lopsided. You've been able to go deep into that bench. And how important is that, just to get your players kind of ready for the playoffs, get them all used to game speed and things like that, but just to keep everybody engaged in the game, because they don't know if tonight's going to be that night that they're going to get, whether it be 3 or 4 minutes or up 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think the fact that we get 8 guys in pretty regularly, and then it's really nice when we can get some of those other guys, 9, 10, all the way down to 14 on our bench, when we can get them some minutes, because obviously they work hard in practice too, and it's good to reward them for the hard work that they put in. And I think on the larger scale is we have a lot of seniors this year, and just preparation for the coming seasons is some of those guys are going to have to play big minutes next year. So get them some minutes now when we can to really prepare them for their future.
Now you got Kiwani coming up later this week. What are you looking forward to that game?
It's always a tough game. Both teams compete very hard, and we're looking forward to being able to compete against them and hopefully take care of business. Wrap up a conference championship is the goal. That's really what we're looking forward to on Friday. We need 2 great days of practice, which I have confidence that we'll have, and we'll be ready.
I believe, if I remember right, we'll have that game on the new Radio Sports Network, so we'll see you then. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome. Coach. Thanks, Tim.